Welcome back to In the Nest with the Crow. I'm Dave Crow, and today we got another relationships episode. So, in this episode, I brought my friend Kattrina on, and the main topic that we talked about in this episode was the guy best friend. So, you'll probably hear a lot of repeat questions from when I spoke with people like Lexi and Olivia and Maddie, and when I had the guys on with like Marcel and Matt. So, you're going to hear a lot of repeat questions from the last few episodes that we had on relationships. And we brought in some new ones to talk about the guy best friend and how he plays a role in relationships. So let's get into it. So one question that we talked about in the last, in the first three episodes, I'm going to bring that back. Do you think a guy and a girl can be just friends without at least one of them thinking about being with the other?
I mean, yeah, it is complicated, but I personally have been friends with guys and it being completely fine, and them understanding the boundary and talking about stuff like nothing's ever happened.
Yeah.
I think it's just the premise of if they're fuck boy or not, or if they're the type of girl that which is fine, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so when we talked about this in the last three episodes, so in the first episode, I remember Olivia was saying dating within a friend group can be messy, which I can see two sides of that.
Everyone's already friends, and that girl is dating that guy.
Yeah.
Or a guy that's in that friend. I mean I can understand that. If they already had a prior friendship and it getting messy. But let's say they just met and then that person, he or she joins that friend group, I think then it's fine because it's I don't know. I don't really see it as that much of a problem.
I think it's if it's a case where you're she's cool, a girl is cool with an entire friend group of guys, or a guy is friends with an entire friend group of girls.
Mm-hmm.
Then I can see it being a little messy in that kind of case, or if everybody's friends with everybody.
Well, yeah, I guess that's what you mean. But are you saying that guy or that girl is flirting with all those guys or flirting with all those girls? Is that what you mean?
I mean, if it's okay, I feel it also depends, if they've hung out alone before, and that's a regular thing,
yeah,
then I feel it wouldn't get messy.
Oh, I feel that's fine, yeah.
Yeah. But I feel if it's the girl knows the whole friend group of guys, or the guy knows the whole friend group of girls, and everyone's just friends with everybody, then yeah, it could get kind of messy, because then everybody just knows everybody. Yeah. And then hypothetically, if they break up, that affects everybody in the friend group.
Yeah, but that's if they want to be dramatic. We're fucking adults here. We don't have to that relationships between that guy and that girl, or vice versa, whatever.
Yeah.
It should stay that way. The only reason I see it going further than that is if he fucked the other girl, or or the girl fucked the other guy. That's the only reason I can see it getting messy. But we're fucking 20, in our 20s, we shouldn't be having high school drama, oh my god, so-and-so broke up. That's not, at all. Yeah, it sucks, this person's not in the friend group anymore, but, we're not gonna let it affect us. Let's just be there for our friend. Be there for them individually, if you're still good with them.
Right.
Individually. You know what I mean? I don't think, we're in our fucking 20s, I don't think it should be oh my god, so-and-so and so-and-so broke up. But, I don't know. I don't really see it,
So, in the third episode, we talked about this again, and there's something that Maria said that I agree with, that, she said, you can't look at your friends or, anybody from, that kind of aspect, my next fuck or my next hookup, which I agree with that.
Wait, say that again?
So, in episode 3, Maria said, you can't look at somebody as your next fuck or your next hookup, which I agree with that. You can't look at your friends in that way, or anybody in that kind of case.
Yeah.
I also kind of can agree with something that Lexi said in the third episode, which is, she said that, I never had a brother growing up, so, my guy friends are, brothers to me, which, I mean, I never had a sister growing up, so, my chick friends are, sisters to me, so, yeah. I wouldn't, in that case, yeah, I wouldn't. But something that Marcel talked about in the third episode as well, or I think it was the second episode. So what he said was that sometimes you'll just be awake for no reason at 2 a.m. and you'll just think about it.
The what if?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then at some point you'll just realize okay, yeah, we can't do that.
Yeah, I mean, what if scenarios are like all to like you're like that? I'm sure that happens with like a lot of people, but it's like not like talked about because like
Yeah.
it's like whatever. But
like there's definitely cases that I've had that like I've thought about it with some of my chick friends, and then there's some that I'm like not gonna happen. But then with the ones that I did think about it, eventually I'm just like, yeah, I can't do it.
yeah, no, I agree. Yeah.
Okay. If you have a guy best friend and a boyfriend at the same time, who do you think plays as like the second fiddle or like the secondary position?
The guy best friend is the second position. Like what do you mean by that? Like my boyfriend, like obviously you yourself is your first priority, but then it's gonna be like him is my priority. Like I'm confused on what you're asking.
I don't think it could have been more perfect timing for him to walk out.
So?
Nothing.
Yeah.
So, I talked about this in my last relationships episode with Maddie, and I told her that I think this has a very obvious answer, but can also be debatable.
I'm like confused. What do you mean like first fiddle, second fiddle? Like who's a priority? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, then the boyfriend's a priority. I mean, the best friend. Okay, the best it's a guy best friend from a girl's perspective. Like yeah, like let's say they've been prior friends before you started dating your boyfriend, and like they are a priority as like your friend, but you are in a relationship with like your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whatever. Like like you have like they are your like like I don't know how to explain it, but I just feel like the boyfriend should just be the priority. I mean, I have a lot of guy best friends, and I care about them a lot. But like, if my boyfriend's like not doing well, and he just wants like comfort or like something, like you like just want to hang out or talk about stuff, I'm gonna go to him. And then if my guy best friend's like, why the hell are you not going? Like obviously, like why the hell are you not going out or this and that? It's like I'm gonna be with my boyfriend,
right?
Because like that's how I see it, and if that's what you mean, but.
I'm gonna kind of disagree with you. I actually think it's the boyfriend.
Wait, what? Wait, the second fiddle?
Yeah.
Why?
So maybe this is just coming from experience.
Well, then that's just a fucked relationship at that point. If your boyfriend's the second, that's just I don't know. I think that's kind of idiotic.
So
like, if you're really in love with that person, or you love that person, or like doesn't matter how long you've been dating. Like it just if you care about them, then why wouldn't they be a priority over your friends?
So here's how the situation went. I was friends with this one girl for about 2 years, and she was dating this one dude who is like I've talked about this in every episode that I've had in relationships. She used to date this one dude who was like a total asshole, cheated on her multiple times, used to beat her. Then she left him when she found out he was gay. And while they were dating, the whole time, like, she would always call me to complain about him. Sometimes when he was even in the room.
Yeah, so she's just confiding in a friend. I don't think that necessarily makes you like the priority over him. Like he was a shitty boyfriend, so I can like I've been in that position. I can see how like the best friend was over. Like that's how it was when I was dating one of my exes, my best friend who I was like still in love with since I was 14. I call him, and then my ex was just a terrible guy. So it was like I get that, but it's like I'm in a really amazing relationship right now. So it's like I kind of disagree on the other half. If they're a shitty boyfriend, then yeah, like whatever. But if they're a good boyfriend, then I don't see how the friend should be the priority over the boyfriend.
So when she broke up with this guy, then she started dating this one guy who was like from this area. So one day she came up here and she visited me, told me about the guy. She met him, super cool guy. Now, they had been dating for a couple of months. And then she was coming up here again to go see him. At least that's what I thought. She had the choice between going to see him and going to see me, and she chose to come see me.
I mean, how often does she see this guy?
Well, there were
At the
times that this guy would actually like sometimes go to her place too, but like.
So, but like, how many times a week roughly would they see each other?
That I don't know.
Okay. Arguably, like, maybe, like, he was busy or, like, she just hadn't seen you. I mean, I don't know the situation fully. Like, maybe she sees him more than she, like, hangs out with you. So, like, like she wanted to see you, which is fair. I've done that before, but it's like pretty harmless. I don't think, I don't think it's like deep.
But like, with always calling me to complain about your boyfriends, she did it with the guy who was an asshole. She did it with this guy too. She did it with her boyfriend after that too. So it's like, I'm just saying that you're constantly coming to me and you want to talk to me more than you want to do with your own boyfriend.
Maybe you just give good advice. I mean, I think there's definitely two sides to it, but I still am gonna say like I would pick my boyfriend over my friends, depending on the situation. Like if he was like, oh, do you just want to hang out? And then my friend, like vice versa, like I said earlier, like, oh, my friend's doing like not well, I should be with them. Then it's like, oh, I can't, like so and so, whatever. But like it goes both ways. Like
I mean, like if they're not doing well in the case of like, you mean
like they're just upset,
they're
like they're just not depressed, just like upset about something, or just need some friend time or just something like that.
I mean, yeah, you being there for your friend is different than making them a priority.
I mean, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm still gonna stick with like the boy, because the thing is, it's like I have best friends, and like it's just, I don't know, like they're priorities, but I think my boyfriend's a higher priority than them, if that makes sense, because I see them all the time, but I don't see my boyfriend all the time.
Okay.
So that's like my thinking of it.
Sid, don't listen to what I'm about to say.
No, you good.
Okay. If you have to choose between your guy best friend and boyfriend, who do you choose and why?
Well, I don't really have a guy best friend currently, so I'm choosing my boyfriend because I love him a lot. So.
Okay. For me, I would be more just like, the person who's asking me this question is the person that I'm not choosing.
Wait, repeat that?
So, for example, if my girl best friend told me to choose between her and my girlfriend, I'm choosing my girlfriend. But if my girlfriend asked me to choose between her and my girl best friend, I'm choosing my girl best friend.
Oh, I agree, because it's like there shouldn't be a worry of like your friends, unless it's like visibly like, like oh, your friend is like hitting on you, or like something's going on. Like I get, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because in my opinion, I just think that like someone who's asking me to make a decision like that does not care about what I want.
Oh yeah. No, I agree.
So now, I'm gonna talk about why the guy/girl best friend is the most dangerous player, I feel like, in the dating world.
The guy best friend. You said?
The guy or girl best friend. I feel like it's more towards the guy best friend. I feel like the girl best friend can be dangerous, but I feel like the guy best friend is just more dangerous.
Yeah, okay.
So, I'm going to talk a little bit about Matt Rife and his red flags and girls. Shout out Matt Rife. So, one of the things that he talked about was that when she has a guy who is consistently trying to fuck, and she consistently denies it, which I can actually say I have some experience with that. So,
yeah.
There was, the same girl who, like, I guess, like, she was always coming to me about everything. And then, like, to every single one of her boyfriends, they all thought I was a threat.
Okay.
So, like, I'll even say that, like, there was another girl who, like, I'm friends with, that I saw her boyfriend 3 different times, and every time I could tell he was very intimidated by me, because he knew that we knew each other, he knew that we had a history, and, like, I remember, so there was once that he saw a picture of me on her social media, so I could tell that, like, at that time he was like, okay, so she knows this guy. Then he saw me 3 days later at a basketball game, and then he was like, oh shit, like, they know each other. And then a couple days later, he saw me at the library, and now, like, and that was, like, he knew that I was seeing that girl. So then, when I was leaving the library that day, bro was, like, literally death staring me. So I'm like, okay, so he knows who I am here.
Yeah.
So, one of the things that Matt Wright talked about was that, like, the guy best friend is really just waiting for that knock on the door.
Yeah.
And he's, like, when the girl and the guy break up, when she breaks up with her boyfriend, he's waiting for that. Which honestly, I hate to say it, with one of my girl best friends, that was the case. I hate to say it, but it was.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've definitely, like, years ago, I was definitely in, like, situations like that. I used to have, like, more guy best friends, but, like, I don't know, cut my losses, whatever. But, yeah, like, that, when I was, like, 16, 17, that was definitely a case. But, I don't know, I'm older, so it's, like, things are different, but, no, I agree.
If your girlfriend or boyfriend told you to block your guy/girl best friend, would you do it?
So in my case, because I'm a girl, like my guy.
Yeah, so
okay.
if
the guy best friend, you mean?
Yeah, if Sid told you to block your guy best friend, would you do it?
I would need like a reason, like a really good reason. But I think we could like before like the whole blocking conversation happened. I think we could like ration things out like two adults and go from there. And then I would just need further information from that question to like be able to answer it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Than just the basis of like, oh, like would you block them? Because I currently don't really have a guy best friend, so it's kind of like harder for me to answer these questions. I only have Greasy, so yeah. So right now it's currently harder for me. But if we're talking about like in like a past relationship where I had a guy best friend that I dated, but we only dated for like 2-3 months, and then we were like best friends for like 3 years after that. And then I dated this guy for like 1.5 years, 2 years. He was like an asshole. I mean, he himself was like a good person, but he was like an asshole to me. Like I'd always go to my guy best friend, and like if he like told me like to like block like said guy, I'd be like no. I'd be like bye bye. But I don't know, things are different. So
I don't know if this was his girl best friend or not, but my best friend is currently dating this one girl.
okay.
And basically, this girl was, like, while he was in a relationship, one of his chick friends would always, like, you know, text him, like, pictures of herself. Like, you know, pictures of himself in, like, a bikini. Or, like, you know, like, or which one do you think, like, would look nice? And it's, like, knowing that he's in a relationship. And so, like,
That's weird.
yeah, then, you know, his girlfriend was just like, yeah, I don't care if you guys went to high school, I don't care if you guys were friends, fucking block her.
Yeah, well, like, in that situation, yeah, like, I mean, fucking block her. But I think at this point, it's the matter of the fact that her boyfriend or, like, his girlfriend or whatever is, like, her boyfriend is, like, literally still texting this girl and is not saying anything. Like, oh, do I look good in this bikini? Ooh, do you like my hair like this? Like, bitch, okay. At that point, then the guy, like, guys are, like, you know, they don't get, like, subtle hints or flirting. Like, I understand that. But, you know, that's pretty visible, so it's kind of just, like, a them thing. So I would just, like, break up with the guy. Like, if they were just, like, they had a friend who consistently did that and didn't see it as a problem, then it's, like, what's the point of blocking? Like, because it's like if you block them, then it's like, what's going to change? Like maybe 5-10 years down the road, or maybe even less. Like that same thing's probably just going to happen again because they're too like naive.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't believe in like blocking entirely. Like I definitely have people blocked, but like you know, I don't know.
Do you think it's a bad idea to date your guy best friend?
I don't think it's a bad idea. I mean, I've definitely done it. But I don't know, it didn't really cause any issues. Like, people were, like, chill with it. I don't know, I was 15, 16. Yeah, I don't know, I definitely hold me up, but I don't know, it never really became a problem. We were all pretty chill and, like, I think mature for our age. Even though, like, the last time I talked to these people, they were pretty immature, but...
I think it can go both ways.
Yeah.
It
depends, like the only not I wouldn't say guy best friend, but like my current like guy like friend. Well, I have other guy friends, like you know, I have other guy friends like you know elsewhere, but I wouldn't consider him my best friend because I'm pretty like picky with like my circle. But my neighbor down the hall, like he's a guy, but he's like I just see him as like, you know, just like I don't even know what I see, but he's just like I wouldn't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, if you get like. It could be good or bad in the case of, like, like for example,
ruining the friendship.
like my girl best friend, like if you're dating your guy or girl best friend, that's the one person that even before you're dating, you go to this person about like advice,
Yeah.
and you're already close with them, so and that's the person that you just count on. So like it would be healthy in a case that like you already know each other, you're already comfortable with each other, so like it could be a good relationship.
I mean, yeah, I agree. When I dated my guy best friend, it didn't really cause any problems. He was pretty chill, but we broke up just because we didn't. And at the end, we didn't work. But like at the time, we did. But we grew apart because we got older. Things changed. We like different things. Like I feel like when you're a teenager, dating isn't really. I don't know. Dating isn't really like. It's just like to learn what you like and dislike. It's not like anything serious. And like good like props to the people who are like lasted from like high school, but like nothing really lasts from high school. So it's just kind of like finding out what you like and dislike. So.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it can also go a different way where it's like, hypothetically, if you and your guy best friend were in a relationship and then you guys broke up, that would be like.
Oh, it'd be heartbreaking.
Yeah.
It would be. I definitely been in a situation like that. It's like the worst thing in the world. It's terrible.
Yeah.
But you live, you learn, and you move on. So.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How would you feel if your friend dated your guy best friend?
I wouldn't care. I would be like, okay, that's so cute. Like, go for you guys. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like in a general, like, just generally, like, not thinking of, like, my friends with the aspect of, like, a girl, like, my girl best friend and my guy best friend dating. I think that'd be fine. I think it'd be fun. And then I get to third wheel them and be, like, all up in their business. They fucking hate me, but I do that.
Yeah, that's why I wouldn't be okay with it.
Why?
I
The
mean,
third wheeling? Okay, third wheeling really, yeah, it fucking makes you sad, but like, I don't know. I see it as an opportunity to be funny as fuck. It's like just bothering the fuck out of them, but like in the best way, not like an annoying way. But like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't think it's.
But it's like also watching my friend and then the one girl that like I talk to about just about everything. That's weird as hell.
I don't see it as weird as hell. I tell Gracie literally every single thing, and she tells me every single thing, and it's just like, Sid's like her brother. I think it's funny, the aspect. Like, we have like a really funny dynamic, so I don't know. I think it's like hilarious.
Okay, but is Gracie dating your guy best friend?
No. But like, if she were, I think it'd be hilarious.
Okay. So, something that we talked about in the first couple of episodes. So Nicole was talking about something where like, so her sister is actually dating her guy best friend right now.
Mm-hmm.
And she said that like, it is a little weird that like they have some inside jokes that like I don't know about, or like we have some inside jokes that she doesn't know about. So it's like that part's a little weird.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess I can understand that, but I mean, like both of them are my best friends, so like let's like the hypothetical, like both of them are my best friends. I'm not gonna bother them in their relationship, but if like you know, like I go to both of them, so it's like kind of like, oh fuck, they're like hanging out or having their time together. That's kind of like, oh fuck, who do I go to? But in the end, it's like, as sad as it is, and like it's like they care about each other. They're figuring their thing out. Like, you could just step back and not think like, I need to be a priority. I need to be this. Da, da, da. Like, the two of them are like dating, so it's like they're gonna have fun. If they break up, they break up. Like, I'm mature enough to be like, you know, talk to this person, talk to that person, whatever. Like, keep it separate. Like, it's, I don't know. It's pretty. In my head, I think of it like pretty simply, but.
That's kind of what Marcel was talking about in the second episode. He was saying that like I just wouldn't care because I mean he said I'm already not dating her, so it's like why would I care? But
yeah. So he kind of like thought of like wanting to date this girl.
Yeah, but like I don't.
Is it like true that like guys are friends with girls because they think they're hot?
That's actually something we talked about in the first couple of episodes too, which is like actually I might as well just get into it. Another question that we asked in the first couple of episodes was, do you think guys have to find you physically attractive in order to be friends with you?
No, they should just fucking think your personality's cool and be fucking friends with you.
So a girl asked me this question, which is why I brought it up in the first couple of episodes.
Well, what's your opinion?
So I was like, using the words have to is strong. Like,
So you want them to be a little bit attractive? That's kind of fucked. So like they could look ugly.
That's not
Okay,
what I said.
no, but like I'm just saying, like, not that they're like everyone's beautiful in their own way, but like
I've been friends with girls who I don't find attractive,
yeah.
but I've also been friends with girls who I do find attractive.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, that's fine.
So when we talked about this with let's see, in the second episode with Marcel, Jacob, Matt, and Ozzy, we talked about I think it was Jacob who said it really doesn't matter, but I think in Marcel's words he said it helps.
Yeah, it's a factor. That's kind of fucked. Because it's like, if they're gonna be nothing more than your friend, why do you need to find them attractive? Like, why is that like a guy thing? Like, why, if they're nothing more than your friend ever, why do they need to be the littlest bit attractive? It's like, to you at least.
Marcel was saying that it doesn't matter, but it helps. And
For what though?
what he was saying is that you can be friends with someone you don't find attractive, and there's no issue with that. But he was saying that if you're around attractive people, that says something about you.
How?
I guess a confidence booster. I think that's what he said.
No, he's just got a dick and he's horny. That's all. Like it doesn't say shit. Like I don't know. I don't see it as like a thing, but I don't know. I don't agree with that.
Okay. So when a girl asked me this question, I was just saying that you don't have to be friends with them for that reason. Does it happen? Sure. There probably has
it
been.
can naturally happen. Like yeah, like shit. Like I don't know. Shit naturally happens. So I don't know. I can see that. Like oh, like you have a class with somebody, and then yeah, they're somewhat attractive or really attractive, and you guys hit it off personality wise, and it just it just works. The chemistry works, but not the chemistry in the relationship way, but just the friend way. That shit happens. But
yeah.
But yeah.
But I was just saying that you could ask it in the same way, girls don't have to be friends with guys because they're attractive, or guys don't have to be friends with girls because they're attractive. And I was just making the point.
Oh, so
that, you just don't. You don't have to be.
You don't have to be, yeah.
You can be, sure, but you don't have to be.
Yeah, that'd be fucking hard. Yeah, I'm gonna build a roster of guy friends I think are attractive. That's just first of all unneeded and it's just unnecessary and a lot of work. And it's also just means nothing. I'm only friends with people who I find I want to be friends with. I think are funny. I think are good for me. I only surround myself with good people, things like that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't really think about attractiveness when I'm looking for friends.
All right, I hope you guys liked that video. Link to all my socials are going to be in the description. And yeah, Crow out.